Hey guys, today a short video about quick video about Imp Warlock. Nobody or a lot of people dropped the deck when it got nerfed, and yeah, the deck is definitely not that strong anymore. It's not anymore the top deck, the deck on first place, but it's still good. Let us usually I show first the deck list, but let us talk here first about the meta here that I want to show you. I mean, just have a look here, just have a look. Last 3 days, Diamond 4 to 1. Yeah, you see here, these are the top decks, followed by Miracle Rogue, Curse Imp Block. It's a little bit different, but also working. Beast Hunter, Spooky Mage, Ram Druid, and then already Imp Warlock. So it's still on place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's still in the top 10. Legend, it's even higher. It's top 3 still, top 3. Imp Warlock, think about it. So there's no need to drop that deck, and you have a little chance that the deck is maybe getting buffed again in the next patch, because they maybe realize it was not healthy for the meta that they nerfed it. So there is a slight chance that they change something about this again in a positive way. But even with this nerf, it is still very viable. So yeah, and also when you see here inside, let us go to Legend. Matchups, you have still a lot of good matchups. All the Demon Hunter decks, I mean, okay, the Aggro Druid deck is now a little bit more fast-paced, that's why you have problems with it. You cannot answer it when they have a good draw, definitely. The Mage decks, you are favored. Okay, this is not getting played, sorry. So you are slightly not favored, but okay, it's not a big thing. Quest Hunter, you are favored. Beast Hunter, just a little bit unfavored. Face Hunter, you barely see it, but okay. Paladin, you don't see it often, but if you see it, you are favored. Priest, Naga Priest, okay, very bad matchup for you. All the other decks, okay, 49.9, 49.6. Rogue, definitely bad for you. There's nothing to say about this, you see. 38%. And the most block rogue deck, very bad for you. Shaman is not that strong anymore, so also better for you. Just slightly unfavored, here favored with Control Shaman. Other Warlock decks that are getting usually played, you are favored here, you see that. Besides that, unfavored, but that's barely played. And also Warrior, okay, these two decks are not very played, so not big thing. Enraged Warrior, okay, so you're unfavored. So just let us summarize this in a very quick way. You are unfavored against Enraged decks that are really counting. Aggro Druid, Face Hunter, okay. Spooky Mage, I'm not sure if I should count this. Miracle Rogue, nothing to say about that, that's true. Naga Priest, Enraged Warrior. So, Enraged Warrior, you barely see it, but okay, if you see it, bad chances for you. Miracle Rogue, that is a deck that you can see quite often. You are bad about it, against it, definitely, but big chance that this deck is getting nerfed. A slight chance that your deck is getting buffed. Naga Priest, you don't see it very often, but when you see it, bad chances for you. Face Hunter, you barely see it. Aggro Druid, you see it, okay, yeah. But 44%, it's not good, but it's not like impossible, to be honest. So let us go into the deck list that I want to show you today. It's a very standard list, so there are deck lists that have Gigafin inside, Treadlich Tamsin inside, maybe even Syed and Afrius inside. But I want to show you here the cheap version. Why? Because the cheap version is working. It's not like these other decks are so much better, or maybe not even better. Yeah, and here's one legendary inside. The legendary that you usually already have when you played Imp Warlock in the last few weeks, so not a big thing to have this deck or to have the Dustfire deck, you need this one. Legendary, it's very important. The Siege Giants are for free, if I'm not wrong. And okay, then the other epic would be the Impending Catastrophe. Let us go over the cards, very standard. It's an imp. Super strong turn 1, that's what you want to have. A little bit of defensive. A tradable that can draw you cards or maybe summon 2 or more imps to get things done. Bloodbound Imp, very strong turn 2, especially maybe strong turn 1 with the coin. Think about it. Imp Swarm. It's okay for 2 mana, not very nice. It's getting very good for 5 mana when you can summon 2 of them. Impending Catastrophe, maybe... not the most not the most important card in the deck, because that would be a lie, but it's an awesome good card draw. Location, still strong. That card got nerfed by the initial +1/+1 that it gave to a minion, so now it's only +1/+1 for each imp you control. That was the nerf to the deck, but okay. We take it. Fiendish Circle, still a very, very strong card. Super strong combined with the location. Super strong combined with the Flustered Librarian. Imp Gang Boss, also very nice card if you want to buff it with the location, but also just annoying for your opponent. Always summons a +1/1 if it's not getting destroyed directly, and even when it gets destroyed directly, it summons minimum 1 of them. So just an annoying card. 3 mana for 1 that summons another for 1 with Death Rattle. Just an annoying card, but that's definitely one of the cards that are here in this deck flexible. So if you have maybe Treadlich comes in, you can just put it in the deck. You can put Gigafin in the deck if you have them, but if not, then this is doing his job. Demonic Assault, a little bit of damage maybe for a finisher, and also gives you a slight chance of a finisher or killing an enemy minion, and gives you the slight defense with the 2 Voidwalkers that have a 1/3. Mischievous Imp, one of the strongest card in the deck, gives you another board if it's necessary. When maybe your board got cleared, you can put this down for 4 mana and have 3/3. 3 times a 3/3 minion on the board. Very strong card overall. That's also the difference to the other very fast-paced deck at the moment, that Druid is a little bit more fast-paced, but usually only has 1 board, and when the board is getting cleared, then it's game over. You definitely have you can usually create another board with Imp Warlock minimum 1 time with the Imp or with King Rafaam, or maybe even 3 times. That's the big difference to Beast Druid at the moment. But like I said, Beast Druid is a little bit faster at the moment, what makes it to the I think it's currently rank 1. Shady Bartender, not a big explanation about it. You can trade it if you have it very, very early in the hand, or it's a super strong turn 5, especially if you have a white board. Imp King Rafaam, maybe single-wise the strongest card in the deck. Very strong turn 6 if it's infused. Even a stronger turn 5 if you have the coin in hand. Yeah, that's, like I said, that's another board, and it also buffs the imps that are already on the board. Always important to think about it, maybe just when it's about how much damage you need maybe to finish something or whatever. Siege Giant, I guess nothing to explain about it. Usually you have a white board, maybe the enemy has also 2 or 3 minions on the board, so there's a high chance that you play a Siege Giant here for 1-2 mana. It's a very common cost in this deck that you have with, for the Siege Giant, I would say 1, 2, 3 mana, definitely. So yeah, what is the game plan? The game plan did not change. I mean, the game plan is very obvious. Okay, sorry, let us first talk about the mulligan. I'm sorry about it. Perfect mulligan would be Librarian, Location, Fiendish Circle. If you could choose it, I think you want these 3 cards on hand. Wicked Shipment can also do it. Bloodbound Imp is strong, especially with the coin for first turn. Flame Imp is okay. It's like I said, it's okay. Impending Catastrophe, I would not keep it in the hand. There's usually not a big reason to keep it in hand, but you definitely want to draw it. Okay, maybe let us see, now that I'm telling you here something wrong. Mulligan, win rate, Fiendish Circle, Wicked Shipment, okay, Librarian. Okay, Imp King Rafaam is strong. Because mulligan, that means you definitely have it on the hand, but you see capped, is it very raw? Flame Imp, Librarian, okay, Trog if you have it in the deck, library, yeah. You see at the end it's, yeah, what I'm telling you here around. So Shipment, Fiendish Circle, Librarian, and the location. If you have 3 of these cards in your mulligan, there you have a very high chance to win the game, to maximize your win rate. Game plan. And if you're greedy, maybe if you start second, you can keep an Imp King Rafaam on the hand that you know you have it on turn 6. Game plan, easy and straightforward. Nothing changed for like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago before the patch came. Yeah, you play as much imps as possible. You go as often face as possible, as hard as possible. You get library is the best turn 2 that you can have. Besides that, you have usually not a very strong turn 2, because if you see the other cards, Bloodbound Imp is okay, but yeah, turn 1's very strong, turn 2 okay. Imp Swarm, and Impending Catastrophe only gives you something when you have already imps on board. I would say the absolute minimum is 2. If you have nothing else besides one imp on the board and you have to play it, okay, you draw 2 cards for 2 mana. It's okay, but yeah, you know it by yourself that usually you want to draw 3, 4, 5, 6 cards with this card. And yeah, the location bot is a super strong turn 2. So think about turn 1 Librarian, turn 2 Library, turn 3 Fiendish Circle, and it's going, and it's starting. Everything is starting. You buff the Librarian. He gets already 4 attack because of the imps, and he gets another 4 because of the 4 imps with the locations. So yeah, just strong what is going on. Then he has 9, 3 plus 4, then it's a 9. He gets 4 for every imp. It's a 5, 3. Okay, yeah, then it would be a 9, 7 on turn 3. What should I say about it? And also you have then a super wide board and one super strong minion to clear up. That's always a little bit hard to deal with, you know how it is. Maybe you get a Voidwalker down or Demonic Assault. You have a little bit of a defensive for it. So this is how you try to play it out. So defend what you have, but play as aggressive as you can, especially because maybe there's a very high chance that you have one of the Mischievous Imp or Imp King Rafaam, that you have it on hand or you get it on hand during the game. So definitely bad when your board is cleared, but you have a refill. Also play around the locations. Think about it. Makes it more sense to buff one minion super big, or maybe, hey, I have here, like I said, here's a 9/7. Now I buff another one, a 1/1 to a 6/6, for example, or whatever. If this makes more sense than making this other one maybe even bigger, like a 13 or whatever. So this is also something that you have to think about, even in especially in some matchups. And the Voidwalker, yeah, they can do very nice things for you. Also maybe buff them with the imp, with the location. After this, you will see a game. I think it's against Quest Priest. Quest Priest, as you saw here. Let me see. Quest Priest. You even see Quest Priest. Okay, it's kind of a 51.9. That's for me. That's an even matchup. 1 or 2%. You see a game versus Quest Priest. After this, it's very fast. 3 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes. That's also a good thing about a deck, that usually you see the games are around 6 minutes. with Aggro Druid, with the Beast Druid deck, it's even only 5 minutes. That's the difference about the deck, like I said. The other one is a little bit more fast-paced, has only one board. This is a little bit slower, but has the chance to refill the board. The two differences about the deck, both are working. Beast Druid seems a little bit more strong at the moment, but maybe you want to play Warlock, maybe you like Imp Block, maybe you already have the right cards. So don't give up on it. I saw that a lot of people dropped it. Just, yeah, it got nerfed, it's bad now. That's not true. It's not anymore the top 1 deck, but it's still, I showed you in Legend, even in top 3 or top 4, and also all over the, what means all over, it was Diamond. But Diamond is, you know, a lot of people are in Diamond, so it's a very big range. So, and it even there was in the top 10, so it's definitely still a deck that is working. And like I said, it's a slightly chance for a buff, and maybe one or two of the decks that are very good against in block, like for example the Miracle Rogue, is getting nerfed. So give it again a chance, guys. So that's what I can tell you. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, good luck in the ladder, see you, bye bye.
Nemzi versus Lazul.
I foresaw this encounter.
Let's have some fun!
I see you've brought guests.
These books are ruined. Are you little? Are you little?
Top shelf is X.
You win. It was your destiny.